Hi there, I'm Nick Aubrey, and in this video clip I will demonstrate how easy it is to start up the ANCR Betfair Bot every day. So this is a daily initializing process. First thing is to click on the ANCR Smart Data icon or shortcut. That opens up Excel 2010, and initially it loads up the Dynamic Race Odds Smart Data spreadsheet, and you click on that, and that in turn opens up my ANCR spreadsheet. The first thing to do is to get today's race list by clicking on that icon on the left, and that goes to Smart Data and drags in all of the race lists that I'm interested in. Now for today, the only races I've loaded are both trots and races, and as you can see, there's none of them are highlighted at the moment because there aren't any races that I've got that I'm interested in betting in. The next step is to go to the ratings sheet and load up the ratings that I'm wanting to use for the day, or at least for the start of the day. This can be added to as the day goes on. The name of the file that I'm using is called CP. CP is short for Champion Picks, which is what I'm using or testing at the moment. Once I've selected that, I have already saved that in my Magic Briefcase folder on another computer. So as soon as I click Import Ratings, it then goes and finds that, imports it, and matches them up based on the tab code for the races, the associated races today. Once I check to see that all those three figures are the same, 91, that means that there's 91 rated horses that have been imported. The next step is, so actually if I go back to the races list, you'll now see that there are indeed a number of races that are highlighted, of which the next to go is Warwick Farm, race 3. Now, to commence the Betfair betting or trading on this, I need to then open up the GRUS Betting Assistant. So I'll go back to the desktop and click on the Betting Assistant. This opens up in a separate window, the GRUS software, and for which I need to supply my password. And once that is opened, it also refreshes my Australian markets for the day and displays them on the quick pick list. Now I know the first race that I'm actually interested in is actually Warwick Farm, race 3. So I'll just save it having to sync to that race. I've got it displayed already, and the name of the first runner is Excited Lover, just for reference. I then go to the Excel drop down here and say I want to log the current prices according to my ANCR Director spreadsheet, and click there. I then can minimize that window, go back to my ANCR spreadsheet, and click on the calc. And you'll see here that this is now it still assumes that you're at the last race of the day, but by clicking next race, it works out what the next rated race is that I've got, and indeed it is Warwick Farm race 3. It then shows me that, in fact, yes, this is matched up with what is in the GRUS Betting Assistant in Betfair, and the race is open for trading, as it is not yet in play. In fact, there is some 6.5 minutes to go. I will then, the next step is to say that I'm in calc mode and I want to start betting. And the next step is to invoke go back to the desktop and invoke the SuperBot, which is a wrapper which is over the top of all the rest of the software, and that directs traffic between my ANCR spreadsheet and the GRUS Betting Assistant, and indeed the Smart Data spreadsheet for collecting the odds data. And there you see, it's already fired up on this race. The the bets that it has had so far has had $26 on Perfect Scout. You can see that in this particular race there are potentially 3 bets that may be matched, and it's a matter of having successive requests or trades into Betfair until the maximum amount of profit, or to optimise the amount of profit that I'm after. So I'm after $300 for the race. So you can then see that Perfect Scout has achieved that. It's now I've managed to get odds of $3. Match stake of the last was $3. It was actually a total of the average match odds was $11.50. The total outlay there's now back 2 horses has been $132. The profit if La Pieta wins is $207.90. If Perfect Scout wins, it's $199.60. There's still 4.5 minutes to go. Notice that number 5, Judea. My required Betfair odds is 15.5. At the moment on Betfair, the available odds is only $10. And so at the moment, I want 15.5. But on the next iteration, when I go and refresh and get the latest bookmakers odds and the latest tote odds, then that will be dynamically changed. So as I said, it's now the required odds is still 15.5, but you'll see perhaps in a moment that might change. No, in fact, it's still 15.5, and the available back odds is 10-1. Notice in the meantime, it will continue to propose additional bets on number 3, La Pieta, until the profit and loss is showing, or the profit in this case, is showing $300 or more, and the total outlay, which is currently $142, or actually it's now jumped to $174, can offset that to be no more than $300. All right, so there are, because there was an extra bet on Perfect or La Pieta, then the idea is to successively refine the amount of bets that are being placed on the runners so as to try to get a uniform profit of $300. Now, at the moment, the maximum profit is $273 on one, $269 on the other, and with a loss of a total possible loss of $186. Now we can see that there is another candidate that's now come into the picture, Excited Lover, right? Which because of the odds have changed, it is now a candidate for betting. And at the moment, there is the odds on Betfair is under what we want. It is currently available $7.40. We want $8.06, so it's not a bet at the moment. But we'll see now that Perfect Scout has been filled up to its maximum. It's now showing a $300 profit, so there'll be no more bets fired off against it, unless, of course, there are bets on other horses, which means that its profit is reduced below the $300. So, as I said, we've got up to our total bets are $191, and you can't actually see from here the total amount on each of them. All you can see is the matched stake. But by going into, if I'm just actually going in and looking in my iBetMate on my iPhone, just to see to confirm that yes, those bets have been placed, and look at the actual amounts. Yeah, so far there's been a total of $43 placed on Perfect Scout, average odds of 11.44. When in fact weighted tab dividend is $9.47 and best bookie is 10. Okay, so we've got over the odds there. And La Pieta, we've got $149. Averaged odds is $3.29. $3.29 compared to, well, it's in still $3.40 with the best bookies and $2.84. So maybe I guess I'm banking on the fact that it is going to come in shortly. The rated odds was actually $2.65. So that's why we decided to actually back that, even though the odds available on Betfair was slightly under that available on weighted tab and the best bookies odds. So as we continue, we'll see now that the total outlay is $272, and that is less than the 300 maximum outlay that I've requested based on this rule. And we've actually backed, we've got 3 horses that were backed in this race, all of which will achieve that target. So now it's in play, and so therefore they flick to my bot goes to the next race to be rated, which is at 220. So hopefully that's given you a bit of an insight in regard to how my ANCR bot operates on the Betfair markets. Thank you.